Okay, so it's been about 3 weeks since we moved into the new units. If you haven't checked that out, I have another video on that. I'll wait for another video where I give you the actual cost breakdown of how much it costs to just rent the suite out, plus everything I've spent on to get it to where it's at. But first, let's get started with the office. I'm gonna just start with the office and give you the walkthrough. It's in no specific order. Nothing specific. I just want to give you like a full view of what we have going on so far. Okay, so this is my office. I brought the desk from the other one over here. Added the whiteboard. Me and Alex are going to spend a majority of our time in this office just working. I bring about 2 to 3 clothes with me per day between a different shirt and different shorts, just because all the videos that we create, I don't want to wear the same clothes, or maybe I just get too dirty. So there's all gonna be clothes on the ground. I'm gonna get like a hanger so I can just change through the clothes a bit faster. But he has a small little editing station right here to the side because we're gonna be like working together most of the time, so we work in the same place. If need be, or if it gets to that point, we'll move the workstation to the media room. But for now, we both work in the office. It's a bigger office, and got the whiteboard for the planning, although we still use Asana and Todoist on the computer. And not much here. I mean, not much is gonna go on here. So over here, the second unit, we won't go into it, but I am leasing this room out. So this one is someone else's office. Got the kitchenette slash water cooler slash whatever you want to call this area, just a microwave, some hand wipes, and just some miscellaneous things. I'm not gonna show you the restroom just because it's a restroom. And a quick interruption to let you know that next week on Friday, which is the 20th, I'll be opening up enrollment into my beginner level course, No Talk, Just Action. This is specifically for people that are just getting started with their business and want to make their first $500 to $1,000 in less than 60 days. You're not gonna learn everything about business. It's not a bunch of hours of content. It's literally there for short, actionable lessons for you to go and get your business started. So that is next week on the 20th, which is a Friday. Okay, back to the episode. Well, first thing that we have on this wall is just gonna be the Detail Groove merch. So a shirt that I'm wearing right here. Right now there's 2 designs with 2 shirts with 2 colors, and then the hats that I don't have here yet. In my head, like once we get this up and running, it'd be cool to create like a design every other month. And eventually, like, once we get the product line up, the detailing product line, we're gonna need a lot more shelves. So, hopefully, my goal, and I'm putting it out to the future, to the what's it called? I'm putting it out to the universe, that because with the old shop, I said I wanted to get out in a year. It took me like a year and 3 months to get out, and we got here. So I wanna outgrow this space in 9 months. In 9 months, I wanna say this is too small. We need to go find a new spot. So I'm just saying that so I can reference it in the future, or you can just call me out on my line and say I'm worthless. Okay, so there's no real structure to the shop yet. It's just, we just kind of threw things around. So like this section isn't really anything. On the pressure washer side, we got another Karcher 1700. It's nothing great. With a pressure washer, the main thing you want to do is perhaps, I would say not cheap out, but buy a more affordable pressure washer, but immediately upgrade the hose, the gun, and the wand. That's more important than having like a good pressure washer, because they come with these, any of your pressure washers are going to come with these like crappy hoses and guns, and they're just, this is what sucks. So I upgraded the hose, upgraded the wand, and I'll eventually put this on a reel because it just be more effective like that. So I would say get a cheaper pressure washer, but upgrade the accessories to it. Over here, I have a California air tool that I purchased off of Alex. It's very, very, very quiet. It's at least like 10 times quieter than the DeWalt compressor that we have in the other unit. Here is the air compressor hose, which makes life much easier. If you don't have a hose or an electrical reel, I highly, highly recommend in your shop or your mobile van, because over here in the bottom, we have the electrical reels. There's still gonna be, where's your bag of chips here? We still have a lot of work to do. This is just like the very, very, very first iteration of the shop. And over here, just another small rack with some miscellaneous things, with some products that we're testing. Again, so this is more like, since this unit is more for content, so for Instagram, for YouTube. So we're not gonna bring, at least the idea as of now, is we're not gonna bring a lot of customers' vehicles over here. So we don't need to have a fully decked out area of tools and products, right? Like I don't need 2 different buckets. I don't need 4 different pump sprayers. Like it's the goal of this suite of this shop is to get more content out. That's the main primary focus. So the way we set up this shop is gonna be different than how we set that other shop, which I forgot to show you the Scangrip Light. This is the multi-match R, and this is the multi-match 3. This is the one that we brought from the 104 unit because I wanted to see how it looks with both of them together. I'll probably end up purchasing another one of this. I got this whole setup actually from Car Supply's warehouse, which you can check it down below. Any of the links that I mentioned, I'll do my best, but what you see here, I'll have them linked down below. It's gonna be quite a bit of them, so if I miss a few, just leave it in the comment section and I'll try to look for that link. This air mover came from 104, and then I purchased another one, so now we have 2. These 3 air blowers are the ones that we've gotten over the last however many years, and they're just here sitting now. I want to do some comparisons, some reviews, and then also write a blog post on those. But not much here. This is a cheap plastic storage cabinet from Home Depot. I think it's like $120. At first I had all the products in there, but I just needed something temporary. But even like, I had it running for maybe like like 2 weeks, and it was already starting to bend here on the shelf on the products. So now this is gonna be primarily for towels and pads because it's not meant to hold up a lot of weight. And surprisingly, I was gonna order a new age cabinet system, but I didn't need the whole thing yet, and it was on back order, and I didn't want to wait that long. So then I went to Home Depot and I ordered the regular duty Husky cabinets. And they actually came out pretty well. Like, I did not expect them to be like this good of quality because everyone's used to like that consumer grade kind of quality, and that's what I had in mind. But these are actually pretty good. So I got this one. I might get another one in the future just to kind of complete the look. But for now, it's just storage. Again, I'm not gonna have a bunch of polishers because I'm just gonna take what we have over there and bring them over here. A lot more tools and products I'll just test and use and show in videos and such. But again, this is also the Husky regular duty one, and it's a fantastic build for, I don't know, for it being Husky. I always thought like Husky was like kind of cheap and whatever, but I was actually pretty surprised with this quality. Except the only thing is like, it stains pretty easily because even like when I was sweating and I was touching it, like it was already showing the prints and everything, but that's not here there. This is a card, so we'll have the wash towels, the multi-purpose towels, and then the polishing towels. I got this from Car Supply's warehouse as well. The casters are great. It actually works flawlessly. That's perfect. Over here, there's a table. Not much going on here. This fridge was actually in the 104 unit. It has water, beer, Gatorade. It has some, I absolutely love Smucker's PB&Js. Like, I eat at least 2 of these per day. Like, since I was a kid, I was eating these. Like, since middle school, I was eating these. So I absolutely love the PB&Js. Some pre-workouts, and then a quick little 30-second breakdown of the gym. Yeah. Anyway, just come over here. Which is crazy because all this was in unit 104. Like, that's like everything that you see here, all of this, a lot of what you see over there, a lot what was in the office and the meat, like most of this was stored, not stored, but put in in the other unit. And it's just crazy to see like how much we stuffed into that little unit. And it's like, now that I think about it, we're like, man, we're like some like pinched in little rats, like barely being able to move. This is storage. Again, like most of this, like aside from this here, all of this was in 104. It's just crazy how much things that were just crammed in there. It's just storage though, nothing, not much crazy going on here. Now let's go to the media room. So this is gonna be like where we're gonna spend a lot of our time. So I call it a media room because this is where we're gonna have the podcast. So right here we have which is the Aperture, but the Amaron 60D with a Aperture Mini Dome Light 2. We have 2 Rode PSA-1 boom arms on, I forgot the Shure something mics with the Rodecaster Pro. I have 2 headphones, 2 headphone holders. These are some IKEA chairs and an IKEA table. An Amazon thing here. This is a light from, I forget, but it's like 120 bucks. I don't know, check out the YouTube channel and you'll see it actually looks pretty good. That is my original OG Godox SL60W that I've been using for at least now, I wanna say 5 years, and it's still running. Over here we have a E-mat. They're pretty cheap and flimsy, but this is a Savage seamless white paper. It's 10 feet long, I think, so for either for thumbnails. I also would like to get like a white one, a green one, and like a black one. But for thumbnails or like product shots and such. This is another SL60W, the same one as that one, except I just got this one in yesterday, and that one I've been having for 4 years or whatever. This is the Aperture Dome Lights. I think it's a 3-foot one. Yeah, so now we have in total 3 lights in here. And like I said earlier in the office, like if I needed to have more space because I needed to work on more things in the office. I'll have Alex, I'll set up a workstation over here so he can edit if need be. But for now, actually he'll probably end up working here over time once he gets more acclimated to the media side and editing and all that. Because right now we collaborate a lot because I'm kind of holding his hand through the process and how everything works. But once he gets up to date and he's moving and grooving, he can work on his own without me having to be there. But that's about it. And this is actually a very, very important part is I live off of naps. Like this morning, I got here at 6:30 a.m. Well, most days I get here like 6:30, 6:45, and I don't leave the shop until 7, 8, 8:30 p.m. So once or twice throughout the day, I'll take like a 15-minute nap. So I just told Alex, hey, I'll be back, I'm gonna take my nap. I go lay down, or turn the AC on, lay down, get my 10, 12-minute nap, and then get back to work. So this here is absolutely vital to my productivity. Okay, and for the fourth light, we have 3 lights in there. So the fourth light over here is the Godox VL300 with the low FOS dome light. This is the one that's always gonna stay outside. And I know you might be saying, why do you need 3 lights? That's because what I absolutely hate as a human being is having like the time it takes to set something up to do what you wanna do, right? So like, could I literally do everything I'm doing now with just 1 or 2 lights? Yes. But I don't like the process between, okay, let me open up the door, let me jam this one in there, let me set it up. I would rather have everything set, ready to rock and roll. That way the time it takes for me to set up and do what I need to do is lessened as best as it can. So like, did I need 4 lights? Nope, it's like, it's just I'd rather spend the money and have them just right there and they don't have to move much versus always having to move around. And that really comes from like, all the past years where I've literally done that, right? Like when I was shooting the podcast in the old office in the 104, like I had to move everything around and it's just like very, very, very cumbersome. So it's not like me being extra and like, oh, he just wants to get everything. It's like, dude, I've done that for 5, 6, 7, 8 years where I make do with this one thing and this one thing does everything. And over time it's like, you know, like over time you just want to be more efficient and you'd rather put the money to be able to be more efficient versus not getting the money, or for in this case, like not having the space to do what you want. So now I have the space, I'm able to spend the money on the things that I want, so it makes life a bit easier. And yes, you spend more money, but it's like, you know, what do you want out of life, right? Like, I could literally probably cancel 80% of everything that I have here and still do the videos, still do the podcast, but it's like, that's not what I want, you know? So it always comes down to what you want, right? A lot of people would look at me and be like, he's spending too much money. Why does he need all that? It's like, bro, you can do what you want, man. If you just want to do what you do what you want. That's it. Like, you do what you want. If this doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. It doesn't have to. It makes sense to me. It's what I want to do. It's what I'm going to keep on doing. And, you know, just stick along for the next 4 years and it'll be completely different than what it looks like right now. So that is literally, for the most part, I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that. I'm sorry. I wasn't getting mad at you or anything. That's basically it for this one. Let me know in the comment section down below what you want to know about the shop. Again, on another video, I will break down the actual cost of how much I spent on all of this, the cost of the rents, the cost of, I don't know, anything else. But let me know what you want to know because I do the content based on what you want to know about shop stuff. So let me know in the comment section down below. You can download the ultimate guide to start your detailing business, or check out my podcast, the Detailing Business Class podcast, or check out my second YouTube channel, which is why we have all this space to create more videos on the second channel. All those links will be down in the video description box down below. Thank you very much. If I rambled too much on this one, I'm sorry. And if I spoke too fast, I'm sorry. I'll talk to everyone on the next one. Bye-bye.